thing that I'm putting out there in the world, and I'm sure we're gonna see the flagrant 2 effect, as we always see, is that these conversations that we have start to permeate the
sports blogosphere.
Yeah, the ecosystem, the sports blogosphere, and then you start to see these conversations. And here's the next one: is James Harden cannot sell tickets. Is this guy a valuable asset to your franchise? He cannot win you championships, and he does not sell tickets. What is the point of having him on your team? If you have Vince Carter and you sell out every single game because Vince is going to do some crazy dunks and you want to see it happen, of course, it doesn't matter if you're not winning championships because you have sellouts. But the guy literally has the most boring fucking game of any max player in the league, definitely any superstar in the league, definitely any all-star in the league. Is he a valuable asset to have on your team?
He's valuable.
He's valuable, but not moving tickets.
If you're not going to win, you got to move tickets, right? At the end of the day, it's entertainment.
He's
right?
got to be the least valuable MVP.
They like his beard.
Great call. The least valuable MVP. That's
the
what
LV MVP.
He is the LV
I like the sound of that.
James Harden, the LV MVP, and least valuable. We literally mean monetarily speaking. He cannot sell tickets.
Let's run it back. Russell Westbrook. They sell tickets.
Selling tickets,
that
bro.
OKC shit is rocking every night.
Banging.
Steph, no doubt. LeBron, no doubt. KD, no doubt.
No, we're not talking only at home. We're talking on the road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Steve
Do we talk about
Nash
this on
sold
Patreon
tickets.
or do we talk about this on regular?
I think we talked about it on Patreon.
Steve Nash actually won too. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Steve
what I
actually
mean?
won you games, and they're selling tickets and creating an exciting
Oh
environment.
yeah,
He's
and at one
passing
point
everybody
they
was
were
fun.
the most exciting team in sports at one
Dude,
point.
we watched Sean Marion. Like,
The only comparison is Tim Duncan, and Duncan won chips. So
Yeah,
that's
so
the thing.
that's
If you
value.
win chips, we shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, the Patriots aren't exciting.
right.
But they win chips.
The Patriots play arguably boring football. Not a lot of
They're the
trick
Spurs
plays,
of
not a lot
football.
of exciting athletes out
A
there.
little bit. And the Super Bowls, for what it's worth, are always close.
That's fair. The games are close. That's fair. And they deliver. But it's not as exciting. There are certain teams, I mean, like, them Rams back in the day.
Yeah. These Rams.
Shit, these Rams.
Mm-hmm.
There was excitement. So what is the point? He's a boring player that doesn't win and doesn't sell tickets. How is he an asset to your team?
Sell a lot of bobbleheads. That beard.
Sell some jerseys. Yeah, the beard is the most valuable thing about him. That's the most monetizable thing about James Harden.
If he shaves that beard, it's a wrap.
Maybe he should.
It's just gonna plummet.
I'm trying to think of what the right metaphor analogy for it is. Like, he's really a fucking. Oh God, I can't get it. I can't figure out what it is. Something that is successful despite itself.
I feel like, and this might be.
He's a cancer.
No.
He's a tumor growing in your body.
I wouldn't.
Right? Like, that's what it does, right?
You know what it
benign
is?
tumor.
I
Yeah.
honestly think this is what it is with James Harden. I think no single player, maybe outside of Russell Westbrook, has benefited more from the era of the super team than James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
Why is that?
Because, think about it. Steph Curry with his own team was phenomenal. KD with his own team, phenomenal. LeBron James, phenomenal. You don't, as much as hype as James Harden to get, he's probably going to get another MVP this year. Do you take him over Curry, Durant, LeBron, AD, I guess?
No.
Giannis?
No.
Like, do you take him over any of these guys? I don't think so. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, he's a benefit. He benefits the most out of being the 1, 2, and 3 option with the OD neon green light. And he puts up ridiculous amounts of numbers. I don't think if you switch him and KD on the Warriors, he doesn't put up those numbers. He doesn't put up close to those numbers.
You just made a great fucking point. How can the MVP of the league not be a top 5 player?
I don't think he is.
Is he a top 10? Can we name 10?
He's top 10.
All right, let's name them. Let's name
I
the
don't
players
think
we'd
he's
have
top
before
5.
Harden. Ready?
Giannis.
I'm taking Giannis.
Giannis.
I'm taking LeBron.
LeBron.
I'm
Steph.
taking KD. I'm taking
Sorry,
Steph.
Steph, KD. AD.
I'm taking
Right.
Anthony Davis. That's 5 right there.
Kyrie.
I don't know if I'm taking
No,
Kyrie.
not doing Kyrie
I'm
first?
taking Kawhi.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Kawhi. Westbrook.
That's where it gets tricky.
That's tricky.
I don't know if I'm taking Westbrook over Harden. But it's a combo to have.
I'll give you one. Paul George.
I'm taking Paul right now.
Dude,
this
Paul
Paul George.
George.
I think I
This
did.
Oh
Paul
my
George.
God.
I'm taking. Yeah.
Okay. Klay Thompson.
Nah, I'll take Harden over Clay.
Okay.
I think Clay wouldn't do as much with his own team.
But the defense The way he affects
true.
the game
So
on
Harden's
both
like
sides.
top 7, top 8.
So now he's the 8th bet. Is there another player we can name? Porzingis? No.
Not yet. Maybe Embiid. Maybe.
I would take
I would take
Embiid over Harden.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're 8. If we name 2 more fucking players, he's not a top 10 player in the league, and he's somehow the MVP. Can we find 2 more guys that we would rather have on our team?
What about Butler?
I went Butler. I think you'd have to go.
I'll take Harden over Butler.
I think you'd have to go Harden, but like, I mean, just for the defense alone.
Like Harden just takes such an inordinate amount of shots that I just can't.
Bro,
I can't, in good conscience, put him over these guys because they're doing efficiency
bro,
matters.
I think Clay. There's an argument for
It's
it.
an argument. 'Cause of
Only
defense.
because we haven't seen Clay be number 1, and when Clay gets treated like a number 1, when he's knocked down, the numbers are stupid.
Oh no, Clay is like the complete antithesis of Harden. Like when Harden gets going, it's because he has the ball in his hand so many times that he's a wrecking ball and he can't stop him. When Clay gets going, it happens so quick and so fast. You don't even he doesn't have. There's like some wild stat like he only had the ball for like 30 seconds and he had like
4 dribbles.
He only took 8 dribbles and
4
then
dribbles,
like
right?
60 or
Let's
something
just
like
give
that. That's
Clay
ridiculous.
to be
It's
nice.
ridiculous.
Ready? Boogie. I just personally don't like Boogie.
I need more.
as
I
a
need
player.
more from Boogie, but I don't take Boogie over Harden.
Is there anybody else that we can name? We're at 9 right now. That we would take before
Me
Harden.
personally, nah, I was gonna jump out the window.
You gonna say Luka?
I was gonna jump out the
gonna say Luka.
Me personally, 19 years old, your franchise for the next 10, 15 years, bro.
Luka's a tough one, but
Give me him.
He's not there yet, but if it's who would you rather have right now? Because he's 19, give me Luka. Who's better right now? Harden.
Harden,
okay.
absolutely.
But is there a world where Kyrie fits in there? Is there a world?
There's a world. There's a world.
I don't think so.
There's a world. I mean, he's hey, he's got the ring. He's got the moment. He's got the finals moment.
He does have the
saying?
ring. He does
Like,
have a big playoff moment, which
it's not
Harden
like-
has zero.
Zero.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like Kyrie was just hanging on to get that ring.
So
Cavaliers
here's-
don't get that ring without Kyrie.
So without a doubt,
Yeah,
big playoff
of
games.
course.
So here we did. It got shaky, but we just named 10 players.
7 comfortably.
We named 7 with the utmost confidence
Yeah.
that we would have over Harden. And then we had 3 more that you could make arguments for.
Right.
Very good arguments, mind you. How the fuck is this guy the MVP?
He
I think
benefits from being on the super team era, man.
he benefits from D'Antoni, too.
That too.
D'Antoni, just shoot it. Who gives a fuck? Just put up points.
He's the perfect D'Antoni muse. It's like if I could take, I got to.
His points
he's
are like
I got to-
pesos.
Ah.
Do you know like
Yes.
you know your money. You know like like $1 is like 30 pesos.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I feel like his point. 1-3 is one of Steph's threes or one of Clay's threes would be 20 points.
No,
Not 20, but an absurd amount of points.
I look at Harden as like the
Rockets.
perfect Mike D'Antoni muse. It's like
Yes.
I've coached Steve Nash, I've coached Kobe, I've coached these 2 MVPs. If I could take the best parts of both of those guys and put them into one guy, it's James Harden. And it's like the unconscious, just nut ability of Kobe and the ball handling and passing ability of Steve Nash.
Yep.
That's
I don't
James
think he has the
Harden.
passing ability.
He doesn't have the passing ability, but it's up there. Like
It's
he
fucking
could,
good.
He could.
It's fucking dude.
He's
His
a wizard when it
offensive
comes to
game.
that shit,
I think
yeah.
he's arguably the best offensive player in the history of the game. Just offense. Just his.
Really?
That's a big.
Who does all aspects of offense as well as he does? I mean,
Here's the
he's
thing.
an elite passer. Say what you want. He's an elite passer.
Mm-hmm.
Great vision when he wants to pass. Great driving to the basket, finishing at the rim, finish
Mm-hmm.
with contact if he wants. Elite 3-point shooter.
He's up there. There's an argument to be made.
Maybe you could say he doesn't work off the ball well. That's
Man, I know it's a weird comparison to have because like it's not so stat based.
go.
A guy like Stephen Curry just changes a team so much just when he gets on the floor that it doesn't.
I think he's the greatest offensive player.
It's just he is just a fucking.
All right.
a dynamo. Like he's the. I've
Passer,
always called him
ball
the.
handler.
Yeah.
And then the shooting is just so overwhelming.
I've always called him the nega Shaq, like the opposite Shaq. How Shaq, when he was in the game and everybody just fucking crowded in because he was such a fucking magnet.
Okay.
Steph is the complete opposite. He gets in and everything just spreads the fuck out because you got to guard him from.
In
40
2
feet
years, I don't think Harden's a top 10 player in the league, which is kind of crazy.
You think that you'll see the steep decline?
I think the other players will come up to the point that he's topped out. This is his peak. And he's already the 8th best player in the league. And I think Luka in his 3rd year, maybe even Zion in his 2nd. Who knows?
And there's so many people we're not even told, like Dame Lillard, who's like, he's up there sometimes. Like there's certain nights where I'm like, okay, this guy might be one of the best guards in the league. But, you know, he plays in Portland. A lot of people don't see him. A guy that people aren't really talking about that should be getting talked about a lot, De'Aaron Fox.
I thought in a couple years he might be nasty.
I love his
And what about
fucking
Booker?
game, bro. Devin
Like,
Booker.
Booker gets bucket.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about just a bucket getter and nothing
Yeah.
else, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There was a time people were talking about Cat before Jimmy Butler took his soul.
Yeah,
true. That's
before
very
Butler took his
true.
soul, people were like, Cat was top 5. But who knows now?
anyway, all right. Anything else?
Cardi B Super Bowl ad, Terry Crews deal Hughley. We could talk about that on the Patreon.
Yeah, that's a Patreon.
That might get a little saucy
That's going to get saucy.
because you know he's gonna complain about it.
Oh, yeah. So make sure-